Micro-Aliens, a Midnight Voices AI Vox production. Janis Foster squinted through the eyepiece of the classroom microscope. The hum of the fluorescent lights above seemed louder than usual, and the faint smell of ethanol clung to the air. Around her, students were murmuring about cell walls and mitosis, but Janis wasn't listening. What she saw was not in any textbook. The specimen slide, supposedly pond water, was alive in an entirely new way. Not just amoebas or paramecia, but tiny structures of metal and light, arranged in formation. 3 of them shimmered, hovering just above the slide, their movements deliberate. She adjusted the focus, and then one of them looked back. 2 pinpoints of blue radiance blinked up at her. Her pulse jumped. The figure raised a limb, an appendage, and traced glowing symbols in the fluid medium. The pattern pulsed. "Hello," Janis whispered. "You're not supposed to be real." No one heard her. The rest of the class was packing up for lunch. She covered the slide with a lens cap and slipped it into her pocket as the bell rang. Her professor called after her, but Janis was already halfway down the hall, heart pounding. At home, she placed the slide beneath her personal microscope, her pride and joy, a vintage Zeiss she'd restored herself. Under her bedroom lamp, she held her breath and peered through the glass. They were waiting for her. The 3 tiny beings hovered above a smooth, metallic disc about the width of a grain of salt. Its outer rim flickered, damaged like a cracked halo. "Can you hear me?" she asked. The middle figure lifted its arms. A thin beam of light shot up the microscope tube, dazzling Janis's eye for a second. When she blinked, she saw words on the inside of her eyelids like phosphorescent text on a dark screen. "We are travelers from Microgalaxy Kin 93. Ship damaged upon entry. Need help to return." Janis laughed in disbelief, but tears welled in her eyes. "Microgalaxy? You mean you exist in quantum space?" "NASA. Microlight years away." She realized the beam wasn't burning her, it was translating her brain waves into their frequency. They weren't speaking with sound at all. For hours she tinkered at her desk, pulling apart her old laptop for conductive filament, extracting nanowires from an unused sensor chip. She fashioned a bridge circuit no bigger than a fingernail and placed it beside the slide. "Will this work?" she asked. The trio formed a circle, light rippling like a miniature aurora. One of them approached the improvised circuit, touched it, and it fused instantly. Her desk bathed in soft violet. Energy flow stabilized. Ship repair begun. The glow intensified, the little disk repairing itself, lines of silver closing like healing skin. Janis leaned closer, mesmerized. "You help us. We remember." A soft hum filled the room, barely audible, yet it vibrated through her bones. Her microscope lens fogged from the heat. Then the beings gathered inside their ship. The rim spun faster until it disappeared in a burst of pale light. Janis gasped. The slide was empty, just a faint scorch mark where the metal had been. She sat back, hands trembling. "Goodbye, my tiny friends." For a moment, she thought it was over. But then, the microscope's eyepiece shimmered again, and faint, glowing text appeared across her retinas. "We arrived. Home safe. Thank you, Janis." "Look up." She glanced out her window. In the night sky, among the ordinary stars, a pinprick of violet light blinked 3 times, then vanished. Janis smiled, whispering to the darkness, "You're welcome." The next morning, she returned to class and labeled a fresh slide. "Pond water, unknown organism, possibly extraterrestrial." Her professor leaned over and frowned. "Janis, are you joking?" She only smiled. "No, sir. I think I just discovered the smallest visitors in the universe." And somewhere, a million microlight years away, 3 tiny beings etched her name in starlight.